I didn't say anything when the HOA president slammed a notice on my porch railing. He hushed a smile, slid a folded paper across the table, and watched her face go pale when she realized what she'd done. That paper, an old developer exemption from 1998, proved my house was never under HOA control. But let's rewind. When I bought this house, I wasn't chasing trouble. I just wanted a quiet place to breathe. An old brick home at the edge of a clean little neighborhood, a yard big enough for a garden, and a front porch where I could drink coffee in peace. I painted the door a soft sage green, my late mother's favorite color. It wasn't bright or flashy, just calm. It felt like her. 2 weeks later, I found an envelope stuck in the door frame. Notice of violation, unauthorized door color. Apparently, the HOA had a list of approved neutrals. Everything from beige to slightly darker beige. My green didn't make the cut. They gave me 14 days to repaint or pay a $500 fine. At first, I thought it was a mistake. My property line sits just outside the HOS recorded boundary ID. Seen it myself in the deed. So I called the HOA president, Linda. You could practically hear her smirk through the phone. "If you live on this street," she said, "you follow our rules. Period." Then she hung up. That's when the letters started piling up. Each one bigger, redder, more threatening than the last fines, unpaid dues, even a warning that they could place a lien on my home. I tried reasoning with them, sent polite emails, even attached county maps proving I wasn't under their authority. Nothing. They ignored it all. So I stopped writing emails and started reading laws. I spent nights digging through county records, plats, developer notes, zoning files, and there it was. A missing annexation filing. The HOA had tried to extend their reach years ago, but they'd never recorded it with the county clerk. Legally, their jurisdiction ended 2 houses before mine. Then I found something even better. A permanent architectural exemption filed by the original developer for my parcel. It specifically allowed alternate color schemes. My sage green door was not only legal, it was protected. I printed every document, labeled each one, and waited. A month later, I got a final summons to appear at an HOA board hearing. So, primera, show it up. The room was full, 5 board members, their lawyer, and a few nosy neighbors. Linda launched into her speech about uniformity and community image. Then society, you have 10 minutes to defend your violation. I opened my folder. First, I laid out the county map, clear boundary lines, showing my property wasn't part of the HOA. Then I placed the developer exemption on top. This, I said calmly, is a recorded variance, protecting this parcel's design rights. Signed in 1998. Their lawyer leaned over, scanned the paper, and quietly muttered something to Linda. She froze. Then I dropped the last page, a formal complaint already filed with the State Department of Consumer Protection for unauthorized fee collection. I told them I'd also copied the county's compliance office. Silence. Nobody yelled, nobody argued, just the sound of Linda's pen clicking nervously. I nodded, wished them a good evening, and walked out. 2 weeks later, the county confirmed the HOA had overstepped its authority, not just on my property, but 6 others on my street. They were ordered to refund all unlawful fees and cease enforcement outside their boundary. Linda resigned. The HOA quietly dissolved the next spring. Now, my sage green door still stands just like it did the day I painted it, catching the light every evening. The same neighbors who once complained now give awkward little waves. Some avoid eye contact. I don't mind. It's quiet again. And every time someone new moves in and asks about the HOA, I just smile and say, "Don't worry." They tried to find me for my front door color. That didn't end well for them.